Guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here today to bring you a reading for the sign of Scorpio for March 2021. Guys, keep in mind it's a general message. Take what you feel resonates for you and disregard the rest. Go about your day, don't dwell on it, and know that no matter what messages do come through today, if it is for you, it's still up to you and your active free will, the choices you make and the steps you take in this world to get whatever fulfillment it is you'd like to see. To me, that's personal freedom, personal power, and it's at the tips of our fingers and the soles of our feet. That's your power to do, my friends, so use it wisely. For all my subscribers, I love you, love you, love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here. Truly mean the world to me. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. If you feel like it resonates and you'd like to see more of this kind of thing, hit subscribe, join the journey with me. I'd love to have you along the ride. And for all of you guys, if it does resonate and you'd like to hit that thumbs up button, it would be truly appreciated. Help me circulate the messages just a little further. So I am going to ask Spirit to join us before we get going today. I'm going to ask Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Metatron, as well as any of your spirit guides who would be here for the highest good of the entire collective to join us and my team of light. I'm going to ask them to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you guys who would ask for it. I'm going to ask them to use me as the clearest channel possible, delivering messages for their farthest reaching, however, only top-notch messages, so only for the highest good of the entire collective watching. So if you don't feel like if it's not for you, it's not for you, right? But know that no matter what time you watch this is more what Spirit wants to bring through in March. It doesn't necessarily mean that everything's going to be happening in March or that you're going to experience it in March. Know that a lot of times when people pick up on situations, they may be something that hasn't happened yet. It could certainly be something you're going through or something that you have gone through that's not quite resolved. So just keep an open mind on how it does resonate for you, okay? So I first have here the Dragon Oracle, and we're going to ask some spiritual advice first off from the Dragon Oracle on what Spirit thinks would be very important for you guys to know or focus on this month for March 2021. It feels so crazy that we're already in 2021. Spirit, thank you. And you get the Fire Dragon, which says, it burns up the lower energies around you. You are safe and protected. Be determined and inspired. Clear your soul pathway. And this is really wonderful. What I'm being reminded of is fire. So if we think about in our modern day society, we put forest fires out pretty quickly because we have, or try to anyway, we try to contain them because we have houses around these things, right? We have habitated the landscape around it, and we don't want people to die. We don't want total deforestation. However, when a forest fire goes through the forest, the ashes and all of the nutrients from what was burned help to rebuild something, help to rebuild that forest and give new life. And a lot of times it allows lower growth or smaller trees to flourish because the big canopy overhead is no longer there blocking out the sun. This as well to me speaks about going outside, get in the sunlight, and ask that sun to use its powerful rays to burn away anything that's blocking your clear path to whatever you're meant to do in this world. As well as with this Fire Dragon, it says it's burning up the lower energies around you. You can actually also ask the sun to help burn away any low frequency vibration, get rid of anything that's not authentic to you. And if you are feeling a little bit crappy, or if you're feeling like a little bit down, there's a lot of different things I heard is first off, fire energy. So they're telling me, yo, so I've got this pretty candle here. It is red, gorgeous, and fire energy. Some of you may want to even just burn fire to be around your fire. I find like when I put a candle out, the messages are much more clear because we're setting intention and creating ceremony. For some of you as well, I heard you may want to have a release ceremony. Light some candles, bring in some crystals that mean something to you. There's a few different things Spirit's telling me to show you. So this is a gorgeous chunk of black obsidian. And also, I have some Apache tear, which is also obsidian, but a little bit different. And there's silver sheen obsidian. We also have lava stone. I don't have the silver one here with me. It's in my receptacle I keep my stones in. But these stones can help take the negativity from you and your surroundings, your aura, as well as I feel like it's also important to bring in some self-care. So some rose quartz, I heard even some amethyst, but really focusing on loving ourselves, bringing in positive vibrations to us. They're also telling me if any of you guys have selenite, this is my wand. Selenite is very, very cleansing, very, very purifying, and you could even just go around yourself and ask Spirit to help cleanse any of the lower vibrational energies for you, and hopefully this comes to you guys. So I'll do a little bit here, guys. If you want to accept it, go ahead. If not, just say you don't want it and it will deflect for you. But let's help clear any of the negative energies surrounding you, help break it up in your aura, and help it transmute out into the world with love. Take a deep breath in and breathing in love and light, and imagine yourself as you're breathing out, breathe out fire, and with your dragon self, burn that negative shit and let it go. Okay, because this is saying, you know what, there's something great for you. There might be a block in your way, but we're going to get through that. So a fire dragon here reminding you you are safe, you are protected, and you are absolutely loved. And I feel like this is important because it's like, you know what, to clear this pathway as well, we want to show ourselves some self-love. I'm going to take that one because they're trying to throw it at me. Can you give me one more, Spirit? One more card, Spirit. There we go. So we have the black dragon, which cocoons you so that your divine potential grows. And it says, meditate, reflect, undergo a metamorphosis. As this fire dragon is protecting you, they're both. Cocoon is protection too. Protection from the elements and allowing you to grow and transform in your own time. So also having that black here, I think that why it's here as well is going, you know what? We're going to save you here. We're going to let you grow while we deflect everything else that's coming to you. So honestly, if you don't have obsidian, this is a really, really wonderful crystal or stone to use because it is so grounding. Excuse me. As well as what I'm hearing with the meditate, again, going back to the fire, light a few candles and set it up so that you have, it could be an incense as well, but that you have that fire, that smoke element there with you, because the more elements that we bring with us, like you could have water with you, you could have like a plant life, or even your rocks to represent earth, you're breathing in the air, you have fire, you could like do a lot of different things however you feel, but doing what means something to you. So creating ceremony that means something to you would help this energy along extra, I feel like. So the card that came out here as well is the white, pure white dragon from Orion. It says it transforms your ascension knowledge into pure wisdom. Process what you know. Act with truth and honesty. Let your wings of light grow and expand. So while you have this fire dragon clearing out your path so that you can walk it more authentically, you also have pretty big balance here of the black dragon protecting you, cocooning you, and helping you grow, and this one coming in to help you show who you are, shine brightly. I want to read to you a little bit about this Orion, dragon from Orion. But what's really important, I feel like, is to focus on your wisdom, you wise, wise soul. Focus on what you've learned along your way. So all that stuff that had to be cleared from the path, right? What did you learn from it? How did it help you grow? Let's get, they say first to take the bottom of the deck. So the bottom of the deck here is this white gold dragon from Lyra, which connects you to the Christ light. Develop your causal chakra. Bathe in ninth dimensional Christ light. Causal. Yes. This could also be that some of you have a very strong connection to Ascended Master Jesus, but also that you are here on this planet to help spread Christ consciousness. It doesn't mean that you're going to be a minister or that you're going to even have to be Christian or believe in any of that kind of thing. Christ consciousness is a vibration that helps to raise the vibration of this earth. So one of the things I was reading, and I'm sorry if I can't remember it all, but it talked about Thoth and how Thoth, and I'm not sure who his concubine was who he's working with, but they needed to raise the vibration of earth to keep us here, so they created artificial ley lines around the earth and artificial lines of Christ consciousness. When we talk about this major ascension that's happening, when we're all transforming, evolving, what's going to raise up and ascend? Christ consciousness. And I feel like I heard like crystal grids and ley lines as well. I think a lot of you as well, without maybe even knowing it, as you're doing and you're walking your path of truth and honesty and giving yourself grace and giving yourself self-love, and while you're blooming, you're potentially in one of these sections of ley lines. So I almost feel like too, like you see the flower of life is what they're showing me, that on these crystal grids there could be people like you and me who are opening up our light and who are shining brightly for the world. We are one of those points, and those focal points, where as we move around, we're spreading Christ consciousness, even if we're not aware, right? This is, I feel like, an energy that we're spreading this light. Same with this dragon from Orion, that we are meant to help raise the planet. Your wisdom as well could help a lot of different people, the experiences that you've been through. So call on that fire dragon, seriously, to help burn away the stuff that needs to go, because it is time to shine, my friends. So this dragon from Orion, some of you may have been, always fascinated by Orion's belt, which I learned is actually on the constellation the Hunter. I didn't know that. Sounds silly that I didn't know that, but Orion's belt, Orion being the Hunter, I always think about Men in Black, that in the first one, the cat had Orion's belt, or the galaxy was on Orion's belt. There could be star family and that you have from Orion, as well as Lyra. I think that they are cat, like a cat people. So I may look into that for you a little bit. Let me see here. Pure white dragon. Okay, so it says the Orion is the planet of wisdom, the ability to take the knowledge we obtain through our left brain and use it joyfully for the highest good of all. Beings from many star systems take their understanding to Orion to ask how to use it with wisdom. So the guidance here says a pure white dragon of Orion has come to you today to advise you to examine what you know with enlightened eyes. Process any information you are working with through your right brain to discover how to use it for the highest good. The high-frequency dragons from Orion will be with you to help you with this process. They will allow you to advance your spiritual growth and expand your wings of light. When you hold white in your aura, people trust and respect you. This card calls on you to speak your truth, act with honesty, and be totally honorable in all of your dealings. And to me as well, that's Christ consciousness, just being true to ourselves, being loving, and spreading that white light, that joy out into the world. So, the white dragon from Lyra, we're going to get a little bit of a message of that as well. So it says, Lyra is a cross-shaped 12th dimensional stargate through which Archangel Christiel and the unicorns enter our universe. The light from Lyra pours down through the moon, allowing scintillating 7th dimensional dragons to step through into the vibration of Earth. These white gold dragons embody the highest frequency of the Christ light available to everyone on this planet. They work closely with Archangel Christiel, who is in charge of the development of the causal chakras of humanity. This is in particularly important right now, as our causal chakra is our connection to the higher dimensions of spirit, the dragons, angels, unicorns, and masters. The white gold dragons from Lyra help to clear and develop our causal chakra and illuminate our highest potential on our ascension path. So it says, these dragons are attracted to you now because you already carry Christ light in your aura. Ask one to take you to the 9th dimensional pool of Christ energy held in Leucame. Visualize yourself bathing in the pool, which shimmers and swirls with pure love and light. Feel yourself absorbing all you are ready to receive. When you return, continue to feel the white gold light in your aura and practice pure unconditional love in your daily life. Your aura will radiate the incredibly high frequency of white gold, and the white gold dragon from Lyra will support you by continuing to pour Christ's light into you. Take time to find a quiet place where you can listen to the guidance and wisdom. And you can call that in at any point. Ask Spirit, ask Christ, ask that white gold dragon to help pour down this white light down in through your body, help cleanse out any negativity, as well as I heard break down any stagnant energy too that could be blocking your path, much like this fire dragon. It's time to clear it. So that's really wonderful as well. And like Spirit said, you're already doing it, so just harness it a little bit more. So I'm actually going to bring a message now from the Shaman's Oracle to see what guidance Spirit has for March, please. What messages do you have for March? For Scorpio. Thank you. You have the Hunters of Mysteries and the Spirit of Destruction. I feel like this is already known, this Spirit of Destruction. Because if you are undergoing a metamorphosis, if you are cocooned, ready to transform, it's because there's a destruction process of your old self, your old ways of seeing things, your old visions. Anything that is no longer in alignment with you, that's being transformed right now and transmuted into something beautiful, into a beautiful butterfly or a beautiful dragonfly, whatever you feel. Maybe you're turning into a bird, okay, but you're changing. And I feel like this is on the inside, on a very spiritual level, and your wisdom is growing and your wisdom is evolving. And a lot of times we gain that wisdom not from the things that were easy in our life, not from everything that went right, but sometimes the things that went wrong. I think of scientists and trial and error. We make a hypothesis. Here's what we think, here's what we're going to investigate, and then a lot of times when we actually do our research, when we're doing those scientific experiments, it didn't turn out at all how we thought, and it's time to revise that plan, come up with a different hypothesis, and test something else. So be open and willing to see that, you know what, you don't know everything in this world. For a long time, right, dragons, we may think, oh, dragons don't exist, right? There are no dragons on this earth, but we don't have unicorns anymore either. But where did all these mythical tales come from, right? You may be really drawn to look into some of life's mysteries right now, as also to remind yourself you don't know everything. There's so much more knowledge for you to absorb, so much more learning, and so much more wisdom that you can possess as well. So be willing to let all that stuff that's not meant for you drop away. Don't hold on to it tightly. This kind of, they're reminding me of like sink or swim thing. If you're in water and you're drowning, or if you're going down and you're given a choice to hold on to everything that is heavy or take that life-saving buoy or floaty, and you choose everything that's heavy because you've held it for a long time, or are you going to choose to drop it, right? Or maybe it could be earthly things, right? Drop them, let them float to the bottom, and grab onto that life preserver and pull yourself ashore, whatever it is. But Spirit's saying, don't hold on so tightly to what you thought you may have known. You're spiritually evolving and you're seeing things with new eyes. So there's a lot of mystery, and that's really cool. Actually, there we go. The Dancer of Friendship. Some of you as well as maybe experiencing something brand new by meeting new friends, okay? For some of you, this is the destruction of old friends, but I think that this is new friends bringing in new ideas and new possibilities and having new kinds of conversations. And I heard lighting you up too, lighting you up and showing you that things can be different. Thank you. So we also have the Dancer of Joy here. It's being different. I think as well as once things start to go away that we're no longer here to protect you or serve you anymore, you're going to be able to open your mind up to more joy. One of the things I'm hearing is, when did you stop dancing? When did you stop singing? When did you stop allowing your wonderful expression of joy out into the world, right? As kids, we may have wandered around constantly singing, smiling, dancing without worry about judgment or what other people are going to think, just how it makes us feel. And I feel like this is saying, you know what, it's time to call back that childlike sense of wonder, who wants to know and wants to learn about all these different things that can happen. We're making friends and we're cherishing each other, and this is also how important those friendships are to us and to everyone else around us. And these ideas of dancing, this is our power to do. This is our physical body, right? With your physical body, express your joy, as well as this is very, very sacral energy to me. And I'm really picking up a little bit of Kundalini as well, like your life force energy coming up through your spine, enlivening all of your chakras and reminding you to experience why we were put on this earth, which is to be pure joy at the heart of us. We're going to go through lots of things, sure. We may go through negative times, but when we come with the wisdom that was meant to be for us, we're going to experience, I want to sneeze, joy. So I want to give you a little bit of a reading from that Hunter of Mysteries. And I opened here. So it says, I am the Hunter of Mysteries. I seek the depths beyond depths of being in order to find enlightenment. I am a true seeker who pursues the truth in order to bring it to you, to who desires. I teach the magic that inhibits the inner side of being. I accompany you when you are in need of deep understanding and a sense of connection to every part of life. With me, you discover harmony and a sense of belonging. So this could definitely be important too on if we have always, or if you've always felt like you don't really belong where you currently are. It may be because you have starseed origins as well. Please excuse my birds. They're flying around in my front room happily. So they may be a little bit noisy. They're experiencing joy. So I think it's important not to discount joy. Many of us, as we're trying to further ourselves in our career path, trying to find, I heard like emotional enlightenment, as we're trying to even hang, like with our friends, we should find some joy. But throughout our life and what our life path is, sometimes we forget just the importance of joy. They want me to show you the bottom, which is the Hunter of Paths. Follow what brings you joy. Follow that light. Follow the things that light you up because they're leading you to your path. And I think that's some of the wisdom that this month is meant to teach us. So I have for you now a message from the Animal Wisdom Tarot. So we have the Spirit of Freedom, which this is the Chariot. And it's done in person. It's done in perfect balance. This horse, more like Pegasus, but this horse can fly. And also, if you see, we have the Merkaba here, ascending, becoming enlightened, and the nurturer of shells, so the Queen of Cups. Guys, this could be you, Scorpio. This could be another Cancer or a Pisces, another water sign. But I feel like some of you are definitely moving on from a situation that wasn't helping your heart, wasn't healing your heart. It was actually hurting your soul a little bit. And you're swimming in your own emotional waters. I heard for some of you, could be taking the kids with you. That's what I heard. But these are the fish. They're reminding me of kids, but it's not. I also feel like it's being able to cohabitate and co-live with people or other situations, even though you're not the same species here, that you don't have to occupy the same realms of the water. The water is deep. So I'm also thinking about certain kinds of fish. We have some of the glowfish tetras. They're really cool. I'm against GMOs, and unfortunately they are genetically modified, but they're very, very bright, very, very vibrant. And we were looking on what other kinds of fish can we put on these. There are these blue, I think they're electric blue cichlids. And I've been looking for blue glowfish. They're very difficult to find where I live right now. And we were thinking maybe we should add some cichlids. And the thing they talked about is cichlids actually hang out on the top layer of the water, where the glowfish will be under here. So they actually could cohabitate together, but you have to be really careful on what kind of fish you can put together, right? Because of lots of different things and how much space they need. And that's what they're bringing to me, is that this depth of water is so deep that you can occupy all of it, or you may actually be occupying it with people that are occupying lower levels of this. This also goes in terms of how we look at our emotions. I feel like we can stay up on the higher perspective, a little bit more grounded, where we can see the daylight, or we can stay at the bottom and soak up all of the destructive things, or soak up all of the scraps, if that makes sense. I feel like this is saying to you, stay close to the sun, stay close to the warmth. If something makes you feel cold, do you belong there, or should you move your way up a little bit? Moving on from negative emotions, moving on from things on your path that are blocking you, because this is definitely saying it's time to move, my friends. Some of you, it may be a literal move, others of you, that's figuratively speaking. So I asked to tell me about the movement. You get the Guardian of Shells. So we got a king and a queen here, my friends. This could be you completely content and fulfilled within yourself, and that's what you're moving into. For some of you, you are moving into a relationship with a counterpart situation. You could be dealing with another Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio as well. But we have the Seer of Fossils here, which is the Page of Stones, or the Page of Pentacles. The Tiger, so the King of Wands. You may also have a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius in your life. You may have a choice as well. You could be moving on from one into another. And we have the Nine of Branches. Almost how it lays out to me is you could actually be getting an apology from a fire sign, a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. And I see like this, he's carrying the wand with them. It's like wanting to offer some sort of peace offering. You could also have a new water sign or somebody coming into your life that's a lot more aligned with you. And while you may swim up at the top, they're still able to find light and warmth down by the bottom. So you may actually be, like I was saying, occupying different spaces of the same water. So this card fell off, which is the Three of Fossils, and about working together. This could be working together with spirit, working together with each other. For some of you, I'm feeling like you may even have met through work, but you're creating something new together. This page is about starting something new, venturing off. This could be a peace offering as well, as what I heard, because with the Nine of Branches here, things have been difficult. This Lynx is in solidarity with itself, and there's nothing growing here. I feel like there's been a lot of hardships, and definitely with this fire energy, this is what's being burned away with that fire dragon. So the page is also always to have a bridge on them, because it's bridging the gap, creating something that wasn't new. And this definitely could be, again, if you are receiving an apology or an offer. It could even be a job offer that you've really wanted for a really long time, or something that you've poured your energy into for a really long time, and it's finally here for you. So work with the people around you to create the life you'd like to see. And if this is about work as well, something that you've been wanting for a really long time, it's coming, it's on its way. Energy's been cleared out so that it can find its way here. So I'm going to ask one card. This is from the Sacred Self-Care Oracle, on how you can prepare for this new chapter of your life. What would help Scorpio prepare for the new chapter? You got 3 cards. Watch a movie. Do something for you. Do something fun and lighthearted. Flow like the water, just like you are, Scorpio. This is also, we have energy work. For some of you, you may want to get in doing some Reiki. I feel like this is also talking about that light from Orion, that white gold dragon, calling spirit to come and really cleanse your aura. With this energy work, she is meditating. You may want to do some chanting as well. But this to me also could be have a saltwater bath. Clear out your aura and do it with intention. Bring in some crystals, bring in a fire, whatever your choice is, right? Candle, incense, Palo Santo, smudge with sage. Do something, but not to go against the grain so much. So if you think about, sometimes we have to swim against the current in our worlds, right? But if we're always swimming against the current, maybe we're not doing it right. It's going to be a whole lot easier if we go with the flow of things. So flowing like water, I don't know where my book is. They're saying read it, but right here. So flow like water, number 24. says the mantra, I give thanks for the abundant waters of Mama Gaia. And something else, a journal prompt could be, what beliefs and patterns would you like to wash away with the help of water? So with your fire, right, if you've been clearing out this path, you want to cool it down, you want to cleanse it. Water is very, very cleansing, and water also holds memory. What is it that you know needs to be removed? What is that spirit of destruction? And then consciously ask the water to help you achieve that goal. So the movies is stuff, it could be with the Hunters of Mysteries, you're watching spiritual stuff, or you're just watching something that makes you laugh and have fun. Either way, it's going to lighten up your energy and move you, I feel like, on the path you're meant to be. So pay attention too. If you're watching movies and you feel like they speak to your soul, there may actually be a message there for you. So that's what I have. I hope it resonates. I love you all, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.